Hey guys, so we're gonna take a look at this Badger replay that I had from last night. I haven't played the Badger in a while, but it's one of the tanks that I am close to 2 marking, so eventually I will 3 mark it. So I decided to give this a shot, see what equipment I would want to use on it while I'm marking it. I loaded into this game on Outpost. There's a lot of heavy tanks, lots of mediums, not that many TDs, no light tanks, and 1 RD. So I made the decision to go north because that's where I feel my armor is going to be somewhat useful. A lot of people like playing like against the water where this 260 is playing in front of me here. That's ideally where I would want to be, but I actually tried to do something else this game. So as I come around the corner here, I noticed on the map that the M60 is the only tank that got spotted in the middle, and that there's already 4 tanks spotted in the city over here. My VZ is playing up high on the left, not spotting anything. So I'm gonna peek here and I make the decision to rotate to where the VZ is, because maybe that will give my armor a better chance to bounce people. Playing on flat ground with the Badger is hard because most taller tanks like the E100 can just shoot heat rounds at you and pen you in your frontal armor, or just very easily pen your lower plate. As I'm coming up here, I'm zooming out to try and see where people are. I see that 705A is on the left, and my VZ moved up very aggressively, so I try and move up as well. And I'm gonna try and put a shot into this VZ here. I tried to aim for the track, I just got the crit though, didn't break the track completely. So here I'm not sure really what to do. I try and back up to make the 60 TP bounce off my armor, and he does. Then I pull up, try and get a shot on him, looking for a shot. Now there's a lot of HP here, and my team only has 5 tanks here. So me, the S-Conk, the VZ, the M5Y, and the 260. We put a nice shot into the 60 TP's lower plate there. He peeks me. I think my armor is going to hold up here, but as you can see, it doesn't. I think he hit my lower plate. I even checked. He actually hit the just above the lower plate and then pens with the heat round there. But at this point here, so if we look at the map, I see the M60s in mid, the Yag is spotted, the Striv and the Lion are south, the Batchat's south. The only thing I don't know is where the TVP and the Grill are, but I can assume that the Grill is probably south as well, because that's where most tank destroyers play. Even as you look at my team, you can see that the Yag and both the Yags on my team are in the back of the map playing south, and one's just in our spawn because he's doing nothing. I'm going to make the risky decision to come around the ledge here and try and play in this position, giving me a hold down. Aim for the track again, unlucky it doesn't break it. Nice shot into the VZ though. That was a low roll, by the way, 438. Another low roll there on the E100, but nice shot. I'm gonna try and track this E100 to see if I could lock him in place. Unlucky it didn't penetrate the track. I'm like, okay, I've been here for probably 30 seconds and no one's been able to shoot me from the side, so the Grill is probably south. I'm probably safe here. The T57, I didn't aim that shot correctly, so it unfortunately didn't do any damage. Put a nice shot in the E50 there. Now I could pull around and pretty much kill this 705A because the T57 heavy clipped. So I have 20 seconds to pretty much do whatever I want. I save my shell here instead of shooting the 277. I wait for the 60 TP. Put a nice shot into his side here. I see the TVP behind me on the map, but I'm at such an angle here that it's probably hard for him to shoot me. So I just play a little bit lower. The 57 heavy is pulling up, but he's not shooting at me. So I'm going to put another shot in the 277 because the 57 heavy is unloading on my Rhino. I'm going to try and kill the single shot tank that can't shoot me back. And then while the T57 heavy is reloading, I could kill him. He still has 1 shot left. He manages to pen me. But put another shot in. We bounce to 277. Now we're pulling up here. The 100 is still in the open back here. We'll put another shot into the side there. Now, all this happened very quickly, so I needed to be very aggressive. I was able to get 6,500 damage just by trying to exploit a risky position. If the Grill was up here in the bushes on the right, where most tank destroyers do play, or even mediums that just like to sit in the back, I would have died or either had to pull back and not gotten the amount of damage I ended up getting. But because I took the risk, I was able to pull off 6,500 just in the city alone. Now we're pulling up here. We see the Grill get spotted. I intuition some HE, and I luckily snapshot penetrate that. Looking for another shot in the Grill. He doesn't peek again. I wouldn't peek after a Badger hits me for 600. But the game is pretty much over at this point. It's 9-2. The whole fight was in the city. All their HP was in the city. They all died super quickly. I see that this Centurion on my team is making the Yag turn. So I'm trying to look and make sure he's turned before I pull out around, because I only have 600 HP, so the egg will kill me if he pins me. I decide it's worth the risk to get shot by the Striven Lion because they're occupied with people pushing south on my team. And this Yag is turned around, so I just pull up behind them, start shooting. Luckily for me, I'm going to be able to get I think the last shot here on the Yag, get the kill. Oh, sorry, no, unlucky we didn't get that. But we ended up getting 2 shots in them for 430, 459. But a nice shot into the side of the Striv here. Gonna try and aim for another one. And luckily we do get another one in. So we're up to 8.8 thousand right now. And the rest of the game pretty much happens here. As you can see, it was a very fast game. Only 6 minutes long. But the main fight happened within the first 2 to 4 minutes of the game. And me making that play in the city, just being pretty much hulled down and unpennable, just caused the entire enemy team to melt, because they can't push me because I have too many teammates around me. They can't get me out of that position because they can't pen me. They only have one Ardy, so even Ardy is shooting me the whole time, he's not going to kill me fast enough to help his team. Here are the results for that game. As you can see, that was an ace tanker, high caliber steel wall for our 4,900 block damage. We had 8.8 thousand damage there in the city, and we had a couple unlucky bounces, like on the T57 side. I didn't properly aim. I was in third person aiming that shot. D100, we didn't pen this track one time, but we're still able to take advantage of the heavies in the city here, getting 2 shots on the 277, 3 on the E100, 3 on the 60 TP, 2 on the VZ. The E50 was in the city as well, 1 on him, 2 on the 705A, 2 on the T57 heavy. Then we got the HE on the grill, and then we got the farm the egg at the end there. So overall, it's a pretty good game, really fast, but it shows that if you take some risks, they do pay off. That's it. Have a good day, guys. Like and subscribe.